Wa Celeblaza, and welcome to your favorite show, Kena Laylo, the brown sugar babe. Mona ke mo re buang le dikgalala tsa rona, re bua le di-artist tsa rona ho tswa ka dikanta tsohle. Re utlwe hore na ke eng e ba kgothatsang ebile ke eng e ba susumeleditseng hore ba qetelle e le batho ba ratang arts and entertainment. Mme ka jeno ke o tletse le e mong ya itlhommeng pele. He is one outstanding and extravagant young man. He had studied marketing money for Goti. Ebile he is a model. Happy ke director ya Face of Lesotho. You know it. Ladies and gents, please join us in the studio as we have an exclusive chat with Lintle Setho. Lintle Setho. Welcome back to Celeblaza. Ke ile ka check re tsatsi lena re dutse le e mong a itlhomang pele mosebetsing wa hae Lintle Setho. O dintle hobane o le motle kapa o dintle hobane I don't understand.
Well, I can't remember so Lisa like a monate, so I think I get my looks from the name. However, I get it in I think my mom just wanted all the good things for me,
you,
so that's why she named me.
All right. So how bua ka Lintle Setho? Re bua ka mang bakeng sa motho a sa o tsebeng?
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. How bua ka Lintle Setho? Bua ka, you're talking about a model. You're talking about a person who studied marketing. I'm a qualified marketer.
Oh, hello now.
Also, Ugaga director, the National Face of Lesotho beauty pageant in the country. Also, I'm an aspiring actor. So
you lie. Oh my God! It is so many other things. So how we get na ya modeling? We've releke ra ba le baeti ba male models mona ho Celeblaza. Empa ho ntse na le batho ba sa understanding hore na how you're a model or o eng.
I think when you're a model, you stand to represent. Modeling just has to do with brand's representation, being able to define a brand, because most importantly, we're dealing with different types of brands. So I think being a model is being able to say I can represent, I can stand up for a particular brand, whichever brand that you will be working with, either a service brand or a physical distribution brand.
So now let's come to you studying marketing. King it's a hore utlwe marketing e le yona e nepahetseng for you ko bane o no sa pasa hantle kapa ke hobane why would you study marketing and not film like you're an aspiring actress actor?
Thank you.
Yeah.
What's about when I decided to study marketing? Growing up, I didn't even know what I wanted to do in life.
Oh God.
But I knew I wanted to have money. That's what I wanted. So all the time I would be selling. I would be like drawn to making sales, selling just small things to get money out of it. So it aligned so well with my personality. Marketing products was aligning with who I am. And having to finally decide I'm going to study marketing came from the inspiration. Okay, from a young age I've always loved sales. I've always loved getting money. Besides, I love dealing with money. So I just decided, okay, fine, I'm going to study marketing because my character just says marketing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Salesperson.
I'm a salesperson.
Sell to us.
Definitely.
Okay, so now let's come to Face of Lesotho. Ke eng Face of Lesotho?
Face of Lesotho, it's a national beauty pageant organization. We're working with ladies between the ages of 17 up to 28. So what we're doing there is to just promote these young ladies at the young age to become future leaders. To be strong and can be able to change their future to the best, as well as our country's future. The humanitarianism and philanthropy. That's about it.
Okay, so now let's get back to modeling. Most people ba dumela hore to be a model o lokela le mosesane o be motelele o be motle. Wena ka tlhaloso ya hao o ka re modeling ke for batho ba jwang ba sebopeo sefe?
Well, modeling is for everybody.
Really?
It's actually for even people who can't even walk, who have disabilities. They can also embark in modeling. It doesn't matter the size of your body, it doesn't matter your height, as long as you are sure to represent, like I said, It's all about representing and making sure that you get a definition out of what you're representing. So it doesn't take any body size, it doesn't take any height, as long as you are able to deliver the expectations of brands. That's all that's important.
Mohi wa Celeblaza ke utlwa ke rata tsela eo a hlalosang ka yona. E ka nna ya ba le wena o rata ho ba a model, empa o nahana ho lokela ho lekana le bo brown sugar baby tjena, o lokela ho tshwana le bo Setho tjena. Kanthi mang kapa mang ho sa tsotele boemo ba hao, seemo sa hao kapa botle ba hao, bobe ba hao, you can still be a model. It's for everyone. Now let's go for a short commercial break. Right after this, we unleash more with Lintle Setho.
This fall on Tsebaka Lesotho, we got something for you. And yes, you gonna like it.
Ho na le sebaka se hantle tlase mona qilwane se nang le didiba ka hodima thaba ka mono.
For the nature lovers, we got some GPS on plenty of waterfalls, hiking, horse riding hotspots for you to check out. And we'll also let you in on some of our cultural practices.
Thakaneng ke mane mo ho nong ho iswa basetsana ha ba qala ho senya metsi.
Don't miss out on this and more every Saturday at 8 p.m. CAT right here on LNBS.
Ke amohela hape ho Celeblaza mo teng ke ntseng ke buisana le Lintle Setho ke model, the director of Face of Lesotho, ebile hape o ithutetse marketing mane for Goti. Jale ntjetse Helen hore na phapang ya Face of Lesotho ho di beauty pageant tse ding ke efeng?
Well, I think of all the questions that I've had to answer in my journey as a director of the Face of Lesotho, it has always been the difficult question, the most difficult question I've ever come across. You know, and how different are we from all the others? But to answer it, there's never really a huge difference, because at the end of the day, we are beauty pageants and we are driving, I think, one mission. I think what defines, what differentiates us is it about the objectives, the missions that we have, and how we carry out ourselves, as well as the outcomes after we have had that competition held, you know. So there's not much difference in pageants, especially in Lesotho, you know. But it's all going to differentiate man more to the missions and the visions and objectives. So now, what are you pushing? What are you willing to drive? As well as the impact that you're making in the community as well. I think we've been able to develop so many girls into becoming, you know, strong leaders, strong people who can stand for what they believe in. Yeah, that's the most. Okay, so the other thing that's most important, when you become the face of Lesotho, you also represent Lesotho internationally. So that's where we're gonna brand Lesotho in the national market. Really, I think that's the other most important thing, where they will be going for Face of Beauty International. I think the other thing important, we're looking for girls that are intentional, or those who are not just gonna reign for the sake of reigning and becoming or owning the title, but they must live also up to the title. So like I said, we are only looking forward to, you know, changing the country and making it a better living for our future.
But how sheba ka hare ho modeling industry na mosebetsi o teng, motho a ka etsa bophelo ka ho ba just a model, the opportunity di teng, di ho kae motho o lokela a etseng ho di fumana, because we have so many models, but ha re bone ba iphedisa ka modeling. So na ho na le mokgwa hore modeling o ka phedisa motho ka gara Lesotho ka mo ha etsa eng?
Yeah, no, that's an interesting question again. But I always say you again to you invest in. So in our country at the moment, the modeling industry is just growing. We're at the level, I get it, there are different stages in the growth of an industry. So we're at the level where we're at the growth stage. So at the growth stage, you market yourself as an individual. So this is where you invest more in yourself, make your brand you know, definable or describable. So there are jobs, yes, the modeling industry in the country, but it all depends on how you position yourself in the market, because we're all gonna have different models, plus size, whatever sizes, bodies, heights, and stuff. But at the end of the day, how do you position yourself in the market while the modeling? Are you in a position that you're attracting our target market, that being the brands that we want to work with, as well as being able to communicate your brand, what you represent, what you stand for. And I think the other thing is, in our country, we don't have proper legislation of modeling in the country as to how we actually operate. But as long as you push hard and make sure that your brand is definable and describable and it's well positioned and it has clear communication, then you're likely to have your modeling career really a bit different from other models in the country. You said modelers.
Okay, so until yo o leka mo hlalosa ke hore each and every person a batlang ho ba a very successful model ka hara naheng ya Lesotho o lokela hore ena a iphatele.
Exactly.
Abe le ntho e mo hlalohanyang ho ba bang.
Ba bang, yeah.
O ikutletse mohi hore haeba le wena o lakatsa ho ba a model, ntho ke ratang ka modeling gore ha ikgethe dilemo ke
It doesn't.
le ngwana monyane fela qetang ho hlaha e ka ba a model ya di-pampers kore
Yeah.
know opportunities are endless ka hare ho modeling industry. So o so utlwile hore haeba o batla ho ba a successful model, mohlomong o batla ho bapatsa diphahlo tsa lebenkele le itseng kapa dijo kapa makoloi, o lokela hore o itlhalohanye ho ba bang, o be le ntho eo o ikgethang ka yona ho ba bang. Ha re kgefutse hanyane fela, ha re kgutla mona re tlotla re utlwa rena ebe tse ding tsa diqholotso tseo a kopanang le tsona mosebetsing ona a o etsang le boiphihlelo ba hae ke bofeng. Shebella Celeblaza mo teng re buisanang le di-artist tsa rona ka hara naha ya Lesotho. Ke bua ka di-comedian, ke bua ka di-actor, di-filmmakers, ke bua le ka di-musician, e mong le e mong in the arts and entertainment industry. Ke tsa timeless songs.
Oba e model ho tshwana le ha o le mosebetsi wa kae kapa kae.
Ke mang yo e leng hore o lakatsa ho palama beat lena?
I would say Benabo. That's it.
Oh, African giant.
Ke hodisitswe ke nkgono wa ka le ntatemoholo wa ka le batho ba boulelang botjhaba ba tseba o itseba ha o Mosotho o le Swati.
More of a theatrical point.
During the end of days, 7 women, 1 man, it doesn't matter.
Bomme ba ka nna ba iphumanela bomme ba bang. Ha ke nahane na la bothata.
Shebella Celeblaza la bohlano le leng ka hora ya botshelela mantsibuya, LNBS channel 292.
Penya mona ntate o bona hore re penya
Welcome back to Celeblaza mo teng ntse re qoqa le Lintle Setho. He is a model, he is a marketer, he is a director of Face of Lesotho. Jale, ha re bua ka wena. Ke gona tjena ntse re bua ka the industry at large. Now we are talking about you as an individual. Hore na as a model, as a director, ebile o le a graduate ya marketing. Ke ding dintho tseo o ka di supang hore ke bona boiphihlelo ba hao ho fihlela hona jwale. Your achievements in life.
Oh yeah. That's the most important, I think. Right now, what have I been able to draw out of the whole thing? I think most importantly, I had to put a pause to my modeling career to focus on leading. I think there was at a time I was supposed to join this other pageant. I was told, no, you can't do it because you are supposed to be hosting and not be, you know. And so I haven't really had much of achievements in the modeling side for my personal brand. But what I've been able to achieve so far, I think it's human development. I'm developed and I'm able to work in environments where I interact with different characters. You know, it can be very difficult to deal with so many characters. How do you maneuver around them? lesebetse hantle at the end of the day. So I think apart from all of that, I've been able to achieve some of the things in marketing as well, where I'm placed, and when you're doing well in something, then you definitely get recognized.
Yeah, that's true.
I think the most important thing I've been able to get so far in marketing, I was the lucky student to be selected there to work at the other department at Fogoti.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Wow.
I was doing their marketing, and I think it also helped me to, this whole industry helped me to also stand out in marketing, because in most cases I'll be relative to what I'm being taught at school, So all in all, I'm a person I am today.
Oh,
That's
interesting. Okay, so as much as you can achieve more, you can still have a lot of challenges. Bophelo mona ba ntho e nngwe le e nngwe e tla le diqholotso tsa teng. Jwale diqholotso tseo o kopanang le tsona ka hare ho your leadership mona ho Face of Lesotho ke tsa mofuta ofe?
this one, it always gets emotional.
Yeah.
Because it's the most challenging factor ever in the industry. We work with so many different characters, and we work with people who handle things differently. The way I handle things might be different to the way you handle things, so it always gets out of hand when you're working with people banangle, tempers, and they'll just go and say stuff about you, the publicity. I think the most challenging thing is dealing with the negativity also ka the industry in general. I think apart from already Lesotho is not invested into the industry. Since we're getting fundings to host these beautiful competitions that we host, and but we're still pushing despite all the challenges that we're having. The funding, publicity, and marketing. Of course, we're having challenges in marketing as much as I'm doing marketing. Because you can't market without funds. I think the most important investment that people can ever do is to invest in marketing, So challenge about when you don't have funds, you can't properly market your business in general. So there's so many challenges apart from funding, apart from the bad publicity, apart from negativity that people are throwing at us out there. We also face a lot of things. I think we're human beings, right? So when you meet people out there, they are expecting you to be a total different thing from a human.
Oh God.
So you by mistake you don't even hear them, and they start saying exactly. And we're people, we're going through stuff, and as much as we're still pushing this other side as well. So I think the other thing is, people don't actually think when it comes to us, they're like, it's like we're supposed to be perfect, like nothing else. But all in all, we're still pushing.
So what ke molaetsa o feng o ka o fang motho a shebelletseng a hlokang inspiration or motivation hore le yena a qalelle ho tsamaya leeto le ka hare ho the modeling industry? What can you say to the people as you talk to them?
Okay, this is just what I want to say. The first thing is to know yourself, and also to know what you want. And when you know what you want, you're able to invest in achievement of whatever that is you want, So whenever you are willing to become part of the industry, be ready to struggle, be ready to push, be ready to thrive, despite all the challenges that you will ever come across in the industry. So all in all, we just have to keep on going. The industry, the whole country depends on us in making it a better living for tomorrow, and the industry itself can be made, can change. Now we are willing to invest in. Also, if you can't go big, go home, because we're expecting only the top performances the industry. For tomorrow.
If you can go big, then go home. Ladies and gents, now it's time for the frying pan. Rinka Lintle Setho go Kenya ka hare ho oli e chesang. We fry him.
kgathetse go sa lentsa dikgola malapeng ga ja go bona o ema o
go eme hiwo.
Ke ka rata haholo ka wena ke go fela haone go godima tsohle.
O batla hore re o fumanele a partner yo o tla mo thabela.
I love you. Nna nna di bua ke thabile haholo. Di go thusana ge nyolela. O go se.
Pelo is just right. Get a partner.
Welcome back to Celeblaza. Now it's the frying pan. Empa pele re fihla frying paneng, motho a batlang ho latela kapa a nang le dipotso mabapi le taba tse amanang le Face of Lesotho, marketing kapa modeling kaofela o fumana kae?
Okay, money on all social media platforms. My handle is just Lintle Setho on all the platforms. Except for Instagram, it's lintle.ls. Yeah.
Okay, now.
That's where they can find me and ask me anything, and I'm very friendly, I answer.
Yeah, surely. So now it's time to fry you, Lynn. Okay. Ke na le mantswe a mane mona. Ke batla o njetse hore na a bitswa jwang. How do you pronounce these words?
Okay.
T-W-A.
T-W-A.
Come on.
Yeah, top.
What? 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 Okay. How do you pronounce T-W-E?
Tree.
What was that? Okay, fine. How do you pronounce T-W-I?
It's tree.
What? What was the first word? Okay. How do you pronounce T-W-O?
Two.
Wow, smart man. Okay, now, if you were to be given 100 million.
Okay.
So you know, so how so kafua 100 million and you never get to see your family again? Would you take it? Would you take it?
Okay.
Mr. Money.
Okay.
Don't explain yes or no. Don't explain yes or no.
No.
What? You wouldn't take it? Why?
No.
Why? Because your family is watching and it's okay. I understand. We're just trying to be human. Anyway, now, is 9 plus 3 11 or 11?
It's 11.
You lie, it's 12. By the way, now, okay, it's okay. It's
Oh
okay.
my God.
It's fine. I got you.
Oh my God.
Okay, Lynn.
Oh, yeah.
What's your take on the LGBTIQ plus community? What do you think of it?
Okay, LGBT community, what I think of Kore, you know, everybody must be allowed to be who they are. You know, I actually find even them, members of the LGBTQ community, explaining themselves to the community, or the so-called coming out phrase is not necessary, because they don't owe anybody any explanation of who they are. You know, so for as far as I am standing, I think everybody must just be allowed to be who they are, and explore their full potential with their real being. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
With that being said, more Face of Lesotho, have you ever had the contestant trans women?
No, we haven't. I think that's something that needs to be well prepared for before we can start to say we're biting in it. You know, so I haven't included it as yet, but we're hoping in the future we will be able to, you know. Also, because I think we're basing ourselves with the standard of the international representation that we needed. So if it does not allow us to include them as yet, we can't do it as yet. But once we have got the access or the verification to do it, we're definitely running for it.
Yeah, speaking like a true leader. Ladies and gents, thank you so much for joining us today with Lintle Setho. Let's meet again on the next episode.